There seemed to be a big commotion going on regarding the Harriet Tubman movie. I'm not going to speak much on this because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time because for some reason the so-called Black America or so-called Black American is infatuated with slavery. They will go out and they will spend their monies to make a movie popular in the theaters. And then they would get online and they would talk about the movie that they watched. Now, for some odd reason, this movie is controversial. I didn't see the movie, but from what I hear, is historical or historically inaccurate. And I've heard and watched videos of black people that attack white people and talked about how if white people did this or if Jewish people did that, this would be the results. They would not allow this to happen. But you allow it to happen because you spend your money. You go and support these movies. From Roots to the Django Unchained, Amistad, anything relating to slavery, black people would spend their money to support it. Now, if you look at this image here, the director of this movie is Lemmons, which looks like a so-called Black American. Now, she's biracial, she's mixed, she's very light complexion, but the so-called Black Americans refer to her as a black woman. The cast that she choose, what's her name? Monet. It's something Monet. The girl that looked like a robot, right? The lesbian. Janelle Monáe. That's her name. Janelle Monáe also is playing a role in this movie. So black people approved of this. Now, to bring politics into this, and I know a lot of y'all don't like when I speak against the Democrats, and I speak against them for a reason. This female, the director, is a Democrat. She is a Democrat with the Democrat mentality. If you look at all the Democrats, the so-called Black Americans that's Democrats, and even the immigrants that's now into politics, that's Democrat. They are all anti-black people by their actions. You will know them by the fruit they bear. And the fruit that the Democrats are demonstrating to you now, I made a video, I believe it was yesterday, that talked about how basically how white people are showing their true colors. And black people don't want to pay heed to that. You don't want to pay heed to what the Democrats are showing you. When we talk about people like the Clintons that locked up so many black people, Kamala Harris that locked up so many black people, and you guys are still voting them back into office, and then you complain when things aren't right. California should be a big example because it's a Democrat state. Now it's on fire. They rejected God, they rejected everything that's righteous. And look at the condition of California. New York City is next. So if New York City remains on the path that it's traveling, it will end up like California or worse. I remember back in the 70s, the late 70s, I read this book that was titled 666. I was in the military and I saw this book and I decided to read it. And in that book, it had photographs and it had pictures of New York City, what's predicted to happen to New York City. And they had the image of the Statue of Liberty's head laying in the middle of the streets of New York City. And it was showing disaster that was coming upon New York City at that time in the future. So now we're living in an age where we're starting to see these things beginning to manifest itself. Yes, it looks good now. New York is known as the Mecca of America. But New York City is losing its juice. Just look at the entertainers. Look at the rappers. Rap music started in the Bronx. And now it's moved to the South and it's moved to out West. California now and the South is leading rap music. And you have New Yorkers now that's trying to team up with the Southerners and those in the Midwest or in California to get put on. But see, that's just one of the signs, the telltale signs that New York City is about to be destroyed. See, so as long as you hold on to that demon crap plantation, they're showing you who they are. I just got done reading an article earlier where a teacher put on blackface. I saw another article where this person was dressed in blackface and some white girls had what looks like a rope around his neck and they were laughing. See, they're making mockery of black people because they know exactly what to do and say to get under the black people's skin. And every single time you do what they expect you to do, you do what they want you to do. They want you to get upset. They want you to get emotional. They want you to plaster it on social media, giving them the attention that they desire, that they want, that they crave for. So you're making many people your enemies, and they're showing you that they're your enemies, but you're making their dreams come true. Instead of you supporting each other, instead of you putting your finances towards each other, building the next Black Wall Street, you're giving your money to these movies. You're not boycotting these movies. Although this was made, and you have to look at who's directing these movies. Because they know that if they put those movies out, anything relating to slavery, Wakanda, and all this other nonsense, they're going to feed it to you. Because you're going to invest in that. You're investing in somebody else's future and not your own. And every time somebody do something that seems racist or hurt your feelings, black people, your feelings hurt too easy. You have a jelly spine, man. You have a jelly back. Jelly back black people. It's so easy to hurt your feelings. When you guys should be banding together, putting your dollars in the black community, making the black community stronger. Now, Tyler Perry just got done opening his studio. It's interesting to watch what comes out of his studio and how many black people support him. Yes, there were a lot of entertainers that were there and they spoke good things, but you could also see a lot of jealousy and hatred in their hearts. You can see it in their eyes. The eyes are the windows to your soul. And you can see that Tyler Perry's got a lot of haters just because he was able to do something that they didn't do. Example, Spike Lee. Spike Lee spoke ill of Tyler Perry once before, but now he's at Tyler Perry's studio speaking well of the man. He's speaking with a forked tongue. So as long as y'all go out and support movies like this, black people should not support anything slavery, because they keep reminding you of who you are, and you continue to validate to them who you are. You still have a slave mentality. you still get upset and want to blame the white man for everything. But if you look at the director, she's not white. She had white in her. And a lot of the cast have brown skin, but they have white in them. So you can't get mad at the white man for what black people are doing to you or what you're doing to yourself. So I don't watch movies like this. I don't go to the theater and watch them. I don't support that. I would not give my money to that. It's a waste of time. I'd rather take my money to the casino and win a few $1,000s on just $20. See, so it's a waste of time. As long as you get emotional and angry and upset when you see an image of a noose, and your enemies are going to put that out there because they know exactly how to get under your skin. And every single time you play right into your enemy's hands. So, feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe, click on the Cash App button, and donate to this channel. Until next time, I'm fearless.